I bet Aang never could have imagined there'd be a spirit portal right in the heart of Republic City.
Korra, you've transformed the world more in a few years than most avatars did during their lifetimes.
Hey, what's up, Avatar fans? Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. So this is the 4th episode of my little series, Beyond the Bending Arts, where we've been exploring various themes in the Avatar franchise and how it touches on real-life experiences, and I've also been sharing my own personal and communal stories because they relate so much to what we see in Avatar The Last Airbender. I should have a playlist by now of all the previous episodes, so I'll link it up here so you can catch up if you haven't seen them. And so for today's video, we'll be exploring social change and progress in the Avatar franchise. So sit back, relax, just hit the like and the subscribe button if you've not already, and now let's get started. Now, both Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra beautifully tackled the challenges and the opportunities presented by societal transformation, offering us insight into how the individuals in the show and communities handle those changes in an ever-evolving world. In Avatar The Last Airbender, social change is often depicted as a response to conflict and oppression caused by the Fire Nation. Our main characters embody the struggle for justice and equity, challenging the oppressive rule of the Fire Nation and advocating for a harmonious world. They wanted something more for their world, and they all left their comfort zones to chase after it. And when you think about this, the amazing thing about it is that they are all kids. The rest of the world sat down dormant for 100 years, and it took a couple of preteens and teenagers to be an agent of change in their society. Like, this is particularly relevant in today's world where social and political unrest often seems insurmountable. And this is something that I envy people from around the world for. You know, you hear stories like the 4B movement of South Korea, the Arab Spring, and the anti-war protests and the rest. These are brave individuals that are willing to look danger in the face and march on to achieve a desired change. But in my country, Nigeria, we've reached a point after the 2020 NSAS protests where nobody is willing to fully take that risk again to demand and fight for change. We're literally in one of the worst times as a nation, with almost every social vice you can think of happening in various states, but everyone is smiling, adapting to the suffering, while the corrupt ones carry on with their activities. And to talk about an agent of social change, just recently we saw a young lady trending after she said the quiet part out loud and how we're all suffering, but like everybody is just quiet.
Like, why is that okay that I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me under 24 hours that I made a video? Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us?
And I must say, we need more of that in my country and around the world. But back to the world of Avatar. Now, The Legend of Korra handled another aspect of social change and progress that is worth discussing. So with the show set decades after the events of Avatar The Last Airbender, the series touched on the challenges of modernization and the struggle for power in a rapidly changing world. Set in the Republic City, a bustling metropolis that embodies the ideas of modernization, the progress that comes with the city also came with its own set of challenges, such as inequality, the kind we saw between benders and non-benders in the first season. And we also saw corruption and the struggle for power among different factions. But coming back to inequality, the rise of anti-bender sentiment led by Amon reflects the tension between who benefits from modernization and those who are marginalized by it. And Korra's battle against these forces serve as a backdrop for exploring themes of inclusivity and the importance of recognizing diverse perspectives in achieving social progress. And it's wild how this sounds exactly like the world we live in today. Groups of people in the society are continuously marginalized as we progress in the society. The struggle for power is equally messy. In my country, Nigeria, you see and hear terrible things like nobody will make an Igbo man president. Or like a senator makes a claim of SA and you see paid groups and unfortunate individuals trying to silence her, and other terrible things happening every day. And seeing all this makes me wonder if life was actually better when we were all living in our own tribal communities before the colonial masters came and merged very different people into one country. Because sure, that way of life back then had its own challenges, but like it has to be nothing compared to what we're seeing now. But if anything, we should strive to be agents of positive social changes, as we see with characters like Aang, Sokka, Katara, and Toph, because ultimately the series highlights the importance of balance, resilience, and empathy so that individuals and communities can work towards a more inclusive and equitable society. Because the sad reality is that there's no going back. We're not going back to a time where I won't live with people from different tribes. We're not going back to a time where maybe if you don't like seeing a particular group of people, then they'll just magically disappear. Nope, nobody's going anywhere. So at the end of the day, we'll just have to find a way to live together because the world is ever changing and that's how life goes. So that's the most I have for today on social change and progress in Avatar, but please share any other example in the show and in your personal experience down in the comment section below. I'm really enjoying this series, so please like this video so it will reach a larger audience. Share this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys.